The loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webster. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on 1st down. Webster. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To throw on 2nd down. Webster completes this out left to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Webster. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Webster. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to kick out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. So very fortunate to get that one back. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Webster. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
13 yards remaining on second down. Back to throw. Webster. That's swung out to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now here's a carry heading left. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Looking to throw on second down. Webster. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Webster. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. To throw. Webster. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go play fake. Mahomes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st down, Webster. And that's complete to Cooks. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. At the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Webster getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Webster. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw again. Throw complete, right side to Cooks. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. The final shot before break. Webster, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Webster, he's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really throwing the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webster, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the gun, Webster. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught out right by Jennings. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that?
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, he bowls over him.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun, Webster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the screen. Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Webster. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Webster. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Looking to throw. Webster.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mostert.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Raheem Mostert
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got Fuller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Webster. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Webster. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
At the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. Jennings. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Chiefs, they